got it.
Okay.
Oh, we're recording, huh? This is all about Katie's room before we take everything down. I'm sitting in the rocking chair next to her little giddy up. I wanted to rock this chair a lot and be able to read the books to her that I have on her desk. I bought her a lot of books on her birthday. I like to read to her. One thing about this desk, I found it at a rummage sale. A lot of things in the room were hand done. I worked and sanded on this over and over to get it painted nice and white and get a smooth surface filled with books. Everything from Disney's nursery rhymes to Farm Babies, all the way up to Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree. So I had prepared to read a lot of books to Katie, never got that chance. I know this isn't quite a desk chair, but it's a rocking chair, kind of like the one Dad would rock her in. It was a little big for her yet, but I knew she would grow into it. And it was hardwood. It was very fun putting it all together. I had a great time doing that. On top of the desk, some wood blocks I bought for her. When I stacked them all up into pyramids and figured out how many I could make, I noticed that I had just enough left, so I spelled her name K-A-T-I-E with a W for West, Katie West. And above is another rummage sale item where I painted over the frame a couple more times. It's an ABC thing, all hand knitted by someone, so that's kind of fun. It's very original for kids, I think, rather than bought things. Things you need to work on are a lot more fun. I enjoyed working on these things. In there in the closet, she has a number of dresses I had ready for her to wear. She looked very cute in them. Had one of them in her wearing that dress on. She was on a picture. She was right in her giddy up, and she's just smiling and grinning away. And one of the other dresses in there were on her portraits from a couple weeks before she had died. And then over here by the windows, in order to decorate, I picked these blinds and balances. I thought they were very cute. Just fitting, fitting the white room. The characters on the wall here, the thing about that had to do with my sister Lori. She bought that for me, along with the comforter and sheets for this crib and the liner. They match the same little lamb and teddy bear and bunny on the wall, so the crib matches those guys. That's kind of nice. And I have a little kitty cat picture above the crib and a little doggy picture over there. But one story about this crib, it was in Lori's husband's family, Tim. They had, one of their relatives had it for many years, and a lot of kids were raised in this crib. When I got it, it was all brown wood. It was pretty wobbly and beat up, and there were colored pads of cloth glued to these things that were falling apart. I took them all out and sanded the glue out. I worked on this a long time. The rails didn't work, and they had rust on them, so I used sandpaper and steel wool to get those off. I got everything straightened out. So all you do is hit the foot, and down you go. And I like it. It was a very original, authentic, older-looking crib. Bring it back up, you just give it a kick, and there it worked. That did not work before I worked on this. I spent a lot of time on that. Over here is her dresser. There's some things from her birthday on top. I had also painted that one coat before I put it in there. There's some of her birthday cards. She had one birthday only. There's a few of her ads from the Herald and mailings when she was a model, and I'll get to that later. Her baby book, some actual baby powder and stuff, and eyedroppers and a thermometer. Like I said, these were hats from her birthday. That was kind of fun because everybody was over at her birthday, and even Lori and Tim's dog Kitschy had a hat on. So everybody was wearing birthday hats. Down there I just had her baby gate because I always had that ready, and the outlets were always plugged, ready to go to the door if she would, so she could not get out and go down the stairs, and her diaper bag for bringing her uptown and stuff like that. Over here is her shelves full of toys. A lot of them she got on her birthday from me and many relatives. But some of them she had ahead of time, like my first ball was with her from birth, some of these stuffed animals. The mobile I bought her on her one and only Christmas as a Christmas gift, and she liked that. It was on her crib, but at 1 year old they can reach up and get them and pull them down on themselves, so I thought I'd clamp it up here and leave it up here. And you can still turn the music on at night, and that helps put her to sleep. Above that is a whole collage I put together when she was a model in the Herald. This is at 3 months old. It was early in 1996. She ran in the paper for about 3 months. There's the newspaper ad. There's the color key from the photo. I had worked on the photo after the photographer shot it, did all the edging to cut her out so she could land right on a background without a white box around her. That was a lot of hard work, but it was very fun. I've never Never worked so much on a photo I enjoyed to look at that much. And here's her shirt. She was the first shirt we ordered. It's personalized, Katie Ann West, born in Grand Forks. And it's a little dirty because she wore it quite a bit. And lots of people bought shirts based on that ad that ran in the paper and that mailing. It was even at the old B ward in the hospital. So I thought she had deserved that to have that in her room. So outside of that and her toys, oh, one unique toy, her chirp hammer. She kind of liked this quite a bit because the harder you hit, the more it'll chirp. And one day, Mom and I had Katie over here, and we were in the rocking chair. Mom was sitting there with her, and I had my World's Greatest Papa cap on that Mom gave me when Katie was born. She was sitting there holding it, and I was kneeling down, and she figured out how to hit it hard enough to get it going to where she had it chirping. And when she got that chirping and kept hitting me on the head, she really giggled and laughed at that. She thought that was funny. And on her birthday, what was amazing, too, she was so sharp. You could show her how to push these, and she liked these toys. You'd push them once, and she knew what to do.
Teddy bear. Kite. Train.
Stuff like that. The one toy she liked the best on her birthday was this one. I got that for her also. And when her little cousin Brookie tried to grab it and look at it, boy, Katie took it away with a good yell. She wasn't going to let that go to anyone. That was her toy. She let Brookie know that. So, and last but not least, my room was right next door to her, and I was going to have a monitor on her crib, but she needed a nightlight, so I bought her a Little Pebbles Flintstone. So, good night for Little Pebbles. My terms would have been good night, little monkey. That's what I called her quite often. So, that's about all I have to say. And goodbye, little monkey. And if she's a baby in heaven, I'll get to hold her and do all these things again one day. And I don't know, just to show you how the mobile worked out. Just put her to sleep many times at night. It helps.